Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPa here again, and today we got the teaser trailer reveal of Borderlands 4 right at the very beginning of Gamescom opening night live, and I'm really incredibly hyped about this game. Yes, it's coming out at an interesting time as this trailer is on the heels of the flop that is the Borderlands movie. I'm assuming they were hoping that that would be super successful and then they could release this trailer in order to get people just super excited about the franchise. But now instead, this kind of will mask the frustration that gamers have had after watching the movie, knowing that it wasn't what it was cracked up to be. Anyway, this game is releasing in 2025, and next year is absolutely stacked. I cannot wait. This is immediately vaulted onto one of my more anticipated games. I'm a diehard Borderlands fan, and I wanted to break down this trailer with you guys as we go through and watch it together. So let's see what they have. The Phoenix is back. Okay, that is Pandora's Moon. I believe returned. It disappeared at the end of Borderlands 3 and now it's back. There's Elpis. Okay, that was sick. Okay. Yeah. So real quickly, it looks like Planet had a shield around it. And that shield was broken by the moon. And obviously now it's got like meteors and stuff crashing to the land below. And this was probably protecting a planet that we would have never otherwise been able to visit. And now we'll obviously be going there in the next game. So that's really, really cool. Hopefully it's a really unique environment. But this is a very interesting way because it opens up the potential lore for us to uncover how the vaults have came to be, how they were originally created, what planet they hail from, all that kind of good stuff, which I think is really pretty sick. Like, this looks like a futuristic city down below as well. Alien robot hand. And the Psycho Mask. Let's go. I'm sure people are going to break this down frame by frame. But I'm really hyped about this. It wasn't a lot. No gameplay or anything. 2025 is crazy knowing it's coming sooner rather than later, which is great. And we got that little tease here at the end, which has been broken down online as well. Some people are speculating that this is Handsome Jack. If you remember at the end of Borderlands 2, I believe he has this marking on his face, the little Vault Hunter symbol. So I don't think that is the case, but it could be. Remains to be seen. And I think that would be tough because I don't want him to come back in the same way that you could normally bring characters back. I don't want him to just come back to life. And they've already kind of done so with him being involved in that Telltale Borderlands game. So I'm just not really sold on the fact that they would want to bring him back. And I hope this is a totally new direction. But also, there was some wording that was broken down that says he is watching Break Free. Now, the Watcher and the Seer are controlling the timeline, which we saw in Ava's Mysteries. Lil teleported Elpis, and the Seer didn't like that, so it was the first step in breaking free. Now the Guardians are angry, and the war the Watcher mentioned in the pre-sequel begins. Now, this is from Lazy Data, but also some other sleuthers for the Borderlands franchise, and I think that's really, really cool. I do feel like it's time to increase the stakes in the Borderlands franchise. While Borderlands 3 was interesting, I think they need something hardier in order to give us real stakes and give us a real villain again that we care about. Because I will long hold to the fact that I feel like as a gameplay focused game, Borderlands 3 improves upon a lot of things we saw in Borderlands 2. Not only that, but there are some things from Tiny Tina's Wonderlands that could also be very useful for Borderlands 4 as well. Not really a like for like, but there's some quality of life things we saw that I feel like could be an improvement. Now, I hope we get the story of Borderlands 2 combined with some of the gameplay improvements of Borderlands 3 and Wonderlands, and that would kind of merge together for the ultimate Borderlands game. And I do feel like there's a lot of potential there. Now, the direction they go remains to be seen. Based on this coming out in 2025, I cannot see it being a live service game or anything like that. I don't think that's what the fans of the franchise necessarily want. But also, I do wonder if they need to improve the way they do co-op, for example. So when you're farming, you don't have to drop in and out of the party in order to stay in a co-op lot, in order to farm with another player. And if they make some of the more social elements just a bit better, we've seen it from games that they've published, like Remnant 2, for example, improved tremendously on some of the co-op and multiplayer aspects, and I do hope Borderlands 4 is able to do that as well, just because I think that would add a lot of elements and really not change the way you play if you are a solo player, but would just enhance the multiplayer experience, which I think is absolutely vital, especially as somebody who does like to play multiplayer. One of my favorite things was jumping into the pre-sequel and playing the entire way through with a team of all claptraps, for example. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like there's stuff there to be experimented with, and I hope that is the case. Now, all this is speculation. If this is coming out in 2025, I will imagine that we'll see gameplay by the end of the year. Maybe it's at the Video Game Awards in December, or maybe sometime around that time frame, we do get more in-depth information about this game, a look at the villain. But yeah, 2025 is stacked. We've got GTA 6, which I know a lot of games are going to try to avoid. Borderlands 3 probably should not be dropping in the same time frame as Monster Hunter Wilds, which will be towards the the beginning of 2025, if I had to guess right now. And yeah, there's a lot on the horizon. So I do feel like if it releases, it's going to have to find a place where it's going to be kind of by itself. And hopefully we're going to get a lot more information sooner rather than later. I saw a lot of tweets from developers and everything as well. So it does look like they've been ramping up for this, and they already have a big team in place that's been working on Borderlands 4, which is not a surprise, but is nice to see. And yeah, ultimately, I can't wait. I hope we get a bit more Borderlands 4 information in the near future. I'll let you know if we do. I'll definitely do a video on it. This is, again, a game I'm incredibly hyped about and will probably consume my life once it does come out. So anyway, like the video, comment, subscribe if you want to see more Borderlands 4 content. Have a good one. My name is Jopa, and I'll catch you all later.